of earth.
You're watching Mind Chaos Brew. We expose the grift, break down the psychology, and call out the chaos that nobody else will. Let's get into it.
Hey girl, hey, what you got going on? You're muted. You muted yourself. Wait. Oh, look. Okay, there you go. Go ahead.
The music, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I felt I was at the club for a second. I don't go to clubs no more, but hey, I was, hey. Maybe you want to go back out to the start wind it up, wind it up. Don't you want to get it in your bed? Whatever they be saying. You want to get it? Honey, and them that reggae music make you really think that you doing something when you start listening to that. What's that sound like? And you wind it. That reggae music make you really want to get down and start popping it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Make you want to pop it.
You a mess. Listen, let us not open the show twerking, honey. You know what they say. They always say black women somewhere twerking as well.
Here they go again. Tommy Sotomayor. Oh, they got their hair habits in there. Their hair habits in there. They're twerking and they're jerking and they're also all they want to do is twerk their bodies.
Oh, so y'all today.
That's all the black woman wants to do is twerk and shake her booty.
Yes.
Like a monkey, like some kind of an ape or monkey, or always. But what's crazy is look at how my picture's right here, and look what's below my picture.
Look the
did it like mean to like? Was this like intentional?
Listen,
was this intentional right here?
It really wasn't, but these people focus on titties. It was just titties.
No, I wish my titties were that like plump and supple. You know what I'm saying? I'm old. They're longer. They're a little bit longer now.
They're longer. Listen, did you breastfeed your kids?
I breastfed. You know what I'm saying? They're a little bit longer and juicier. But those are cute.
Right.
Those are cute little boobies. Boobies.
Oh, y'all, I can't. You have me crying.
I got titties now. I ain't know. Those little cute little honk honk. Those are honkers. Honk honk.
They don't fit in them regular bras. Them and them.
No. I got
expensive.
Sports bras, okay? Sports bras, okay? Over the shoulder boulder holders, okay?
I'll listen. Oh,
it's cute,
I know. Listen, I know that's what you were talking about when I showed you stuff. That you was like, wait, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Listen, there was a couple other versions too, because they had made you with the long, wavy, luxurious hair, all of this and all that. I was like, oh Lord,
Tommy Sotomayor would never. Damn hair helmet.
Had a whole damn fit. Look. Let me see if I can pull one up.
Hey, I got the hair helmet on today. I had some locks in my hair, and I'm trying to I'm in that awkward phase of locks. So I got the hair helmet on today.
Oh no, it's only women that be in the awkward phases for the locks. Now, come on now.
Huh?
I said it's only women have the awkward phase, but I know a lot of men that have awkward phases when it comes down to locks as well. But
yes, that in between where it's like oh my God, so
where they're not really short, but they're not really long, but you got to get them twisted every week because if you don't, it's just gonna turn right back into an afro.
Exactly, pretty much. They don't know whether it would be locks or what.
Well, you are a man. Now, I saw a video today, and I gotta share it with you because it kind of speaks to how we got to know each other. Child, look at this. Look at this right here. Okay, wait, I gotta rewind it back to the beginning.
Oh Lord! Uh-oh.
Yes, I had to do it.
Oh God, Jesus! Okay.
We finna get there.
Wait, okay. What? Whoa, is that a?
Yes, it is. And that is how the prom dresses look today.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's like a club. She's going to the club. That ain't the prom. That's the club outfit.
I promise you, that's how the girls is going to the prom today.
Wait. Was that some toilet paper? Like a paper towel?
Yes. It was a toilet paper dress with the pasties and the paper towel.
Oh my God. See, they say it'd be costing a lot of money, but she made hers out of toilet paper.
You know what? And she did. You're right. They did say that.
Everybody's so creative.
Yes.
You know?
Oh my God. I've seen those. This is not a prom dress. I've seen these at the high schools I work at. Dr. Steele, you a mess. Oh, child.
I saw. I can't even. I want to bring this one dress up. It like she was straight getting married. I when I saw it, I was like, they did say that on that show because she had the veil and everything, and I was like, damn.
Let me see. Pull it up.
I can't. No, because it's a friend of mine. I can't do it. It's a friend of mine.
Don't do it there. Don't do it there.
I can't. They're gonna be like, well, like what? Since oh my God, like, but yeah. It was like a full-on wedding gown. I was like, wow. I just was talking about this.
I was trying to tell you, it gets crazy. It does get crazy, but you know.
But I think, hey, if you want to have the ghetto, the hood, because I heard that there was who was it? Spent $12,000 on her dress. I think Nicole Kidman's daughter.
See,
spent $12,000 on her daughter's dress. So I'm like, okay, there you go. Boom. They be spending money on it, but you can't tell. They be looking real plain, but be $12,000.
Exactly. But remember I was telling you, the real labels, they're not advertising their label. You can't tell. But yeah, it's
hell, Blue Ivy's going to the damn gala with the Met Gala.
Did they get like banned or something? Didn't they have some problem, Blue Ivy and Beyonce at the Met Gala?
Well, kids was not supposed to be at the Met Gala. Kids are not allowed, but Beyonce brought Blue Ivy any damn way. They was like, she was like, who cares? I'm the one who's running things, and my child is coming, which is like, why?
Right.
Like, why do you want your child to come to an adult who, like let her be a kid? How old is she? Like 14?
Yeah.
And they got her dressing up. So I mean, maybe this is, I don't know, maybe something about like hood, even though Beyonce is a star, she's still kind of hood though,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, somebody is sending me their show.
Hey, what's up?
Steph with the vest. Welcome.
They have her dressing up with the lipstick on and trying to be elegant and whatever. A lot of those Hollywood parties be really like
initiation rituals.
And being bought and sold, you know what I'm saying? You on the auction block, you know what I'm saying? You walking through the red carpet, people trying to pick out who they want, Now
that's a deep dive we could get into because I see you about them conspiracies. We could get into that.
Yeah, I think that all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
You can tell I'm in the conspiracy theory, honey, Tartaria, all that. You know what I'm saying? I could go down any rabbit hole you could think of, child.
Hey, Samir, how you doing?
I put my damn my aluminum
foil hat on. Yeah.
And I'll go right down the hell with you. Like, okay, we can really get weird,
Yes, a lot of people don't understand the symbolism. A lot of people want to be celebrities. These outfits that they wear that are so stunning and they're so beautiful, they're so gorgeous. Are you sure? Because we'll talk about that on another time. Hey, Tim.
But first of all, the people that they have dressing them, like, first of all, they don't even dress themselves. They have an entire team that makes a decision on what they're going to wear. And they don't know whether they're going to look like a complete ass fool. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what Rihanna had on. What was that? She was a baby inside of a womb coming out of a birth canal.
Listen.
I mean, people was like, oh, it's genius. I was like, that is some bullshit. Look, what is that? Because a big, huge circle. And then Cardi B, like she had pimples coming out of her, like herpes clusters.
Not herpes clusters. I'm not telling what she does.
Like fleshy kind of wart, like HPV warts coming out of her dress. Like, What like big, enormous, fleshy balls? Like what was that? Who saw that? Was like genius. Oh my God, you are going to rock it at the Met Gala today this year.
Because these people be really trying to compete with, Paris. They're trying, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to compete with couture fashion houses, and it's not really giving fashion. It's giving weird. It takes me back to when Lady Gaga went in that meat suit, which was really symbolism for something else. But
right,
if you know, you know. If you don't know, you should
right.
look it
She's
up.
on the meat market. It's the meat market, and she's walking down the aisle to be consumed. Some deep crap like that.
Exactly. But this ain't about all of them celebrities, honey. This today is about you. Now,
Ooh, am I in trouble?
no, you're not in trouble, but I don't think a lot of people know that you're a celebrity in your own right. I think a lot of people sleep on you.
I don't consider myself no celebrity, but yeah, that's probably why people. Yeah,
but she is though. So those of you that don't know DJ Genesis has been a DJ for a long time in Detroit. She has ties to a lot of the people that you love to hate. She has a significant and meaningful background, and we are going to get into that and so much more during this discussion. Now, I want to talk to you about your transition from like being a vet to homelessness to being a landlord. Because a lot of people give you like a lot of pushback and a lot of negative energy, but they don't even know the things that they're aspiring to achieve. You have already achieved like 10 times over. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, well, I was my parents died when I was my father died when I was 6. My mother died when I was 14. My mom were intravenous drug users, and they died of AIDS. And so when I was 14, my mom had cancer, and I didn't know it. She passed on suddenly, and I was sent to live with my brother. Now, my brother was older than I was, and he had kids. So when I was about to graduate, it was a choice of either you get to go to college or you get to join the military. Unfortunately, I was preparing myself for college. I didn't know that the military was going to be my only choice. So I had to join the military so I could afford to go to college. Because my brother had his kids that was only a couple years younger than me, and they were about to go to college the next year. So it was like a choice between me going to college and them going to college. And so they didn't have the money to afford for them to go to college and to pay for me to go to college. So I had to join the military.
I'm sorry to hear about your parents. It's really hard when you lose parents at a younger age. But dealing with all of that, what is one mindset that you like carried with you that took you through all of that?
Well, I was always a creative person. I was always a producer. In high school, I put together plays. I put together organizations. I was like the president of the NAACP. I was, technically I probably could have gotten scholarships to go to college, but it's okay. But I was always an organizer, always a person putting things together, putting events together, even in high school, and so I kind of carried that on throughout life. When I was in the military, I put together events. When I was and then when I found out about being a DJ, I started throwing events, and that was like my outlet, was like being a creative person that put together things and brought people together, So that's always been like a thing. So DJing was a natural progression coming out of the military, because it's something that you bring people together. Everybody's dancing, everybody's having a good time, and you're controlling people's happiness by making them have a good time, by controlling the crowd. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's good to always bring good vibes. But we're going to get deeper into that as we progress into the interview, because there was a conversation that you and I were having, and I think it needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? In this interview, because a lot of people be missing it, and it's important. But you were, you lived the Black Lily neo soul era with artists up close and personal, with artists like Jill Scott and Erykah Badu and Jaguar Wright. You know what I'm saying? What surprises you the most about how the industry has changed between then and now?
Well, I did a few remixes for Kendra Family Soul and for Jill Scott. I did like house remix. I was a house and house DJ and producer, so I did remixes for them. And like it's crazy how like you got to see those smaller labels, like how they used to control the artists. Like I mean, they have so much control over everything to where even like they couldn't put out records at a certain time. Like for instance, even with Jaguar, I was the one who booked her, and I noticed that she was really good live. I was like, man, her performance doesn't translate with back in the day when she was really out there, like really in her heyday. Her performance was more dynamic live than it was like. I don't think that it even captured. It was like if they had Tiny Desk back when Jag was out, then she would have ripped it. She probably would have went viral. That's how entertaining she was back then. But they didn't have Tiny Desk, so. But that back then, like live albums was not like it was like that wasn't the big thing, the big push, right? So I say is that what was the question again? I forgot what the heck I was talking about.
What do you feel about the change in music? How it went from like Black Lily, neo soul to what it is today?
Yeah, so like that live element, that whole just seeing like people like that whole thing with Black Lily, that whole live, how that whole conglomerate with OK Player, how they created a movement. I mean, they had people chanting OK Player. It had the website to go with it. It was like a whole cult like following OK Player, with the movement of live music, live hip hop, all that stuff. And now with AI kind of coming over, it's like people are gonna be. It's like it's just gonna be a robot. Like we're just gonna be hearing just a bunch of like fake digital, I mean, and you can see it slowly coming in when after T-Pain came out and everything, it got us more attuned to listening to voices that sound like computers, and then more pretty much they don't need to have humans anymore because we've been sounding like computers for so long you can't tell the difference between a human voice and a computer anymore.
So now, see, that was going to be my next question for you. So I know you actually used AI to create and release music yourself with the Alchemizing Energy project. So what is your honest current feelings about AI generated music as a whole? Do you see it as a more powerful creative tool or a threat to the traditional artists and livelihoods? Or I think that is evolution, like how you see that?
I think that eventually people are going to get tired of hearing that nonsense, because let me tell you something. People are going to eventually begin to miss the organics, and then that part of organic music might go underground, and people might just like get back into vinyl records, and then you'll have a few like select group of people that go backwards into like collecting vinyl and things like that, and making that like a kind of a collector's thing. You'll have more people that are purists that really want to keep the music and not listen to the AI stuff. But AI is taking over everything. I heard a thing where this thing sounded like Michael Jackson, and it was called a song called Cocoa Butter. And it sounded just like Michael Jackson. And I was sit up here like, what? Is this Michael Jackson? And then my daughter was like, no, that's AI. My daughter had to tell me. She was like, he don't make all them because it was overdoing that. Have you heard that song Cocoa Butter?
I haven't.
It's by
Taylor
L380 or something like that. Hold on. It's called. I'm gonna show it to you because I was like, I was fooled. At first I was like, I was like listening over and over to it. Like, is this real? Is this from his old? Maybe he had like some songs in the vault that we didn't even know about or whatever. And it was like. My 8-year-old daughter had to tell me, like, Mom, like I was playing it, and my daughter is so sarcastic. She was like, I was playing it in the car, and she looked at me, she says, "That's not Michael Jackson."
But this is the thing, and your camera's a little bit frozen. But this is the thing. When it comes down to Michael Jackson music, Michael Jackson is one of those artists that did leave a legacy, like legacy albums in the vault. So just because you see a song and it's in like a channel that's not connected, doesn't necessarily mean it's not part of the catalog of Michael Jackson. Cause me and hubby were just looking at a video the other day, and it was like this Michael Jackson song, and he was like, "Is this really a Michael Jackson song?" And he looked it up, and that one was.
Check this out. Now, unless Michael Jackson went underground and went to the Trinidad and still recorded some music and is using some advanced AI, I don't know. But this whole persona, this character, L380 has its whole thing of Michael Jackson if he was still alive. That's the whole synopsis of what he's doing. Check it out. L $3.
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening to it. I'm gonna drop it in the chat for you guys too.
You can tell me what do you think? I was full. I said, man, Michael Jackson is what? Michael Jackson talking about cocoa butter. You know what I'm saying? What? He got a little bit.
That's interesting. I had to listen to a couple seconds of it. That is interesting. B. Taylor said, I don't think his album was finished, but they may have used AI to finish it, which is also possible, right? I'm gonna look into that because that doesn't really, it does sound like his voice, but it doesn't sound like his pen. If that makes sense.
Like he wrote, like he would write that. But let me tell you, they have some other stuff through a human lens. I mean, they have a lot of. I mean, I've actually been listening to it, but my daughter gets mad and makes me cut it off. But you know, my 8-year-old.
No, but that is shit. That is his song. It's a real song.
Huh?
It is a real song.
But is it Michael Jackson?
Yes. Cocoa Butter is an unreleased song from the late 2000s intended for a Michael Jackson project. The title was found on handwritten notes listing songs he wanted to finish around June of 2009. Recent 2026 AI generated tributes have brought the title back into circulation, but it simply was unreleased, and that's from the Jackson Dynasty. So that's from like a fan.
So is that guy $30 releasing unreleased? Because it's a bunch of stuff he's putting out. Like I'm like, what? You know, and the production sounds really like decent. The hidden lens. Listen to the one called look him up. Look up through a hidden lens and listen to and hear the music behind it. It's like what? Like it's crazy. It's yeah, like and the artwork that he's using it is, but it's like it came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It came out of nowhere.
But that's because the family, I believe, has cleared up any issues with like their claims to his music. So from the family trust, because you got to understand that Michael Jackson movie just came out as well. Exactly. So did they finish it? Possibly.
It's either that or and then the way that this AI is, it's very, like whoever's doing this, either the person had to sing it and put it into AI, because I'm like, this AI he's using, I mean, he must have this a whole computer. Like, how did he do this? You know what I'm saying? This ain't Suno.
It's super easy, and don't sleep on Suno, because you guys in Suno, you can sing a couple of lines from a song and sample your voice. And they do have platforms where you can sample. You can sample from videos.
Sing the song and say, make this Michael Jackson's voice, and put some and inflections and, you know, although like Michael Jackson-esque type of like, you know, thing, you know. And listen, I will geek out on music for hours, so don't do it. Like this will be turned into a whole. I'm a DJ, so you know, all I do is tickle his music. So, but yeah, like, so, and I produce as well, so I listen to like all of like the nuances of the thing, you know, even the keyboards, how the music is moving as a whole. It's moving as if a band. You know, AI has certain things that are just like repetitive and kind of like the same thing that you would hear over and over again when AI makes a song. And there's also a certain level of distortion that you can hear in the track of an AI. That's how you can tell it's AI. It's distortion in it.
I disagree, because a lot of people sometimes they can tell my music is AI and sometimes they can't. I think, not even I think, I know. When you are making AI music, it depends on number one, how you build your lyrics, number two, how you build your prompts, and then number three, if you're actually paying for the software. Because in the studio, like on a platform like Stu or Suno, in the studio, you can modify how your song sounds. You can give it clarity, you can give it fullness, you can give it warmth. Like if you know how to master music, you can. And then when you're uploading your music via certain platforms, you can also master the music that way. So I don't know. I don't know.
If you when you get a chance, check out that Hidden Lens one. That one, I was like, that's the one that had me. The cocoa butter, I was like, I don't know, but the Hidden Lens one, I was like, now come now this and listen, listen. I can get my daughter here. She will go. She will. She. You said. I said. My child will. She. I swear to goodness, she will tell you like, no. When I try to put that on, she gets angry.
Wow. Not angry.
Yeah, she says I love Michael Jackson too much for someone to come in and AI to come in and start making I'm like, well, shouts out to my 8-year-old that she know who Michael Jackson is and want to keep up his legacy.
That's right.
To the 8 years old, maybe it's some recycled new generation, some ancestors coming back, that they ain't down with the Michael Jackson getting plagiarized by AI.
Yes, but you're so silly. Now, let's move to the next segment of the conversation.
I'm still looking down at my boobs at the, that now that I've moved over, it's even more pronounced. It's like now that I'm kind of centered. I'm glad the people on the phone can't see it, but if you're on a computer, it's hilarious. Like if you actually look at the wide version of this, it's funny. But anyways, go ahead.
Yes, and the people said smile. Who smiled? Me smile or her smile or both of us smile? Well, we black women, we got to smile.
Well, they always say that we don't smile enough.
That's right. So we just gonna smile. Now, social media has been part of
like, smile.
Right.
Oh, you mean white knuckling it through the day, and someone comes up to you and says, "Why don't you smile?" It's like, do you know I want to kill somebody right now? I just got finished arguing with somebody. You supposed to smile, you child.
All you control is your smile and your cries. Did y'all not watch Training Day? What, right?
right. Just smile.
Right. Okay. So social media has been a part of many stories that you've been connected to, including location tracking from posts. How do you feel about the way you're viewed and discussed online?
Huh? The what?
The way you're viewed and discussed online, like in these spaces and in general.
You know what? I think I'm very misunderstood, but hell, even Jesus was misunderstood, I guess. At this point, it's just general human nature to understand things that they don't if they don't understand it, they demonize it, I think that there's some groups of people that actually get me and they understand who I am, but I think I might be a little bit neurodivergent. So the people that are in my tribe that gets me, they get me. The ones that don't.
I can respect that. Now, I know there's common misconceptions and narratives about your journey and your industry connections. What do you wish that people understood differently, and how do you protect your peace?
Well, I wish that when the things that were really kind of being salacious that were about me were being, when I went about the thing, I wish I would have cussed more people out and went in on people a lot harder, but I couldn't at the time because I was in my year in white, so I had to bite my tongue and so what happened is a lot of times it made me come off as weak, and I think that people got the wrong idea. So when I finally started to step up and say no, because a lot of time I will bite my tongue, and then so it makes it a person think that I'm just a pushover, and it's like, no, that's not what's going. And then when I start going off on people, people are like, oh my God, who is this person? Like, oh yeah. It's like that. It gets yeah. Yeah, so I have to like
Child, listen. I think people get what they ask for.
well, I tried like I went through a big period of biting my tongue and trying to get people to understand and trying to plead my case in a very kind way, just by being intellectually discuss, talking like but I had to learn how to also. And then another thing is that people don't understand like the way I'm not from the online. I'm from pull up era. I'm a Generation X. I'm 48 years old. We didn't do this online shit.
Hey,
So
Jessica.
you get to raising up my blood pressure. I'm liable to start looking up people's addresses and trying to figure out where people live at, how far it's going to take me to get there, how much gas. So I have to calm down.
Child, listen, this internet is funny to me.
Oh yeah, people get some balls on the internet. Oh, they
do.
Balls. Oh, ooh. And you'd be like, man, you would not say that in front of my face. I can guarantee you wouldn't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, because people be talking real crazy on the internet, but in person, they be like real demure.
Yeah, real demure. What was it called? Real demure.
Yes.
Demure. Yeah.
Child, they be doing the most.
You don't want it.
That's a great bit of fruit fight.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not going. You think it's about to be a pillow fight? It's about to be something way different. You just leave me alone. And that's the thing. Like, so, and to say this is kind of what happened even in the Jaguar situation, because what Jaguar thought was I was a pushover because I was in my year in white, and the way she kind of was coming at me, I wasn't really supposed to argue with her. I was supposed to, be of gentle character.
Well, people gotta be mindful of the gentle characters, because then when you get to turning back up on them, then all of a sudden you really the bad guy.
Yeah,
they'll forget about all the rope that you gave them to hang themselves. They be inviting themselves to crazy things.
Right. It's like, come on, you have been disrespecting me this whole time. And when I finally turn up, it's like, oh my God, honey, because I think I went off so hard one time. I punctured myself. I was bleeding and everything and didn't even feel it. And they're like, you're bleeding. I'm like, oh shit, okay, whatever. But like I said, I don't give a fuck. Like, like blood shooting out the damn wound and everything. Hold on 1 second. Somebody is at the door. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Do you want me to take it? Okay. Yeah. Child, listen. Are you guys enjoying the show? If you are, please be sure to hype the video up, subscribe, share it out, hit the like button. Child, the juice is juicy. Let me see. You get to be something that you're not and conceal something that you are. True. I run with AT2 and I was there. Nice. I think that social media is taking a certain element away from the way we interact with people, including our relationships with others. Possibly. Well, while we are waiting for DJ Genesis to answer her door, honey, let me hit y'all with a little bit of some AI music. I was trying to figure out which one.
That was a line guy, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Look, you came back quick because I was finna hit them with some AI music, honey, with some AI music. Yeah.
But yeah, computerized. You know what I'm saying? That's what they've been talking about. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Right, but people were sleeping. People were really sleeping on the computerization of music. But AI, like I was saying on I think it was your show the other day when we were talking, AI has been involved in the production of history and the production of humanity, public facing, since 1950. Like, so I don't think people really do enough research when they are being upset about certain things. Well, AI is brand new. It's really not. But that brings me to my next point, right? So you and I both have been on panels, seeing many hip hop and culture discussions. What do you think are the main factors that turns those conversations toxic instead of productive? Is it ego? Is it unresolved personal drama? Social media amplification? Audience expectations? The financial stakes, or something else? What do you think?
Performing for metrics, being metrically performative. So you understand that the views are getting low, so you got to shake things up. You know, there's a counter of how many people are viewing your video, especially on StreamYard. So what'll happen is when they see those numbers go down, they feel like they got to shake shit up, and so they'll do little performative things to get people rowdy again, and the numbers will go back up. So it really creates an artificial environment of like fake arguments that really don't even have to happen. You know, a person will come in and start to interrupt people and be, you know, screaming and yelling because YouTube is very negative. I mean, maybe it's just my algorithm, but my algorithm is negative as F. It's like Trump and the hantavirus. I mean, it's just my thing. I stop. Sometimes I just be like, oh my God, you know? So for some reason, it's it could be a lot of negativity, you know? So you gotta, how you gonna one up the negative? One the negative gotta one up the other negative, another you know, the titles gotta get more extreme. The information gotta and it's encouraged, you know, a viral, you know, and like this. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, it's a shame, or you know, you have to put all these titles that make stuff. Because I mean, even when you say DJ Genesis and Raw G chop it up, you're probably gonna have less views than if you says Genesis cuss out and storms off on Raw G.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you on that, but I think it's an integrity thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so many people have made social media their job because they're afraid to really actually exist in the workforce and compete with other workers in a way that can't be manufactured and manipulated. So they come on social media because this is the only way that they're going to have any type of financial gains. I also believe, hey, last call, and hey, damn you 2 times. I also believe that like people believe the hype that they tell themselves.
After a while, after a while, you get enough like a following. You start to really think that you're somebody. You know, you start to really believe that you are really like you. It goes to your head. Oh, I got 100,000 followers. You know, and stuff. You start really thinking that you're a celebrity.
Right, but the thing of it is, they're not. These people on social media are not celebrities. And when we start breaking it down to forensics, right? Because a lot of people that are on social media have tax evasion charges. They have liens against them for not paying their income tax. But if we, girl, yes. If we, you know, add in the total cost of being your own boss, 40% of the income that you make goes to the government for tax purposes. And if you're not paying that, then you're planning on pulling a Wesley Snipes and going to jail. Number one. Number two, medical expenses. Medical expenses are a mother sucker. You could be paying $500 a month for medications. God forbid you need a surgery. That's $20,000 to $30,000 that you have to come out of your pocket with.
Well, I'm glad I joined the military. They got a good old veteran VA. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the VA. And I'm glad I was in the A. Hoorah! Hoorah! Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high into the sun. I'm like, shoot, hey, thank you, Air Force. Hallelujah. Okay.
That's crazy. Also, thank you for your service. My mother was also in the Air Force and my father was in the Navy. I refuse to go. I refuse. I'm a rebel. I've been a rebel since I was in the womb, so I can't do it. But to everybody that could do it, salute.
I didn't want to do it, and I was mad. But after I got older and I actually looked at the benefits of it all, I was like, dang! Shouts out to my brother for encouraging me to do that. Shouts out to my brother. I gotta give my brother. He was smart. That was a good call. Because you know the benefits outweigh the. You know, now I'm not gonna say if you're a man and you could go to war. I don't know. You might want to go into the medical. Become medical. If you got a higher enough aspect VAB score, you know, so you don't send your score high. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a choice. You don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You want to do something that's, you know, have a good function. You know, become a chaplain. Go to
Y'all better pray. Y'all better pray.
Right. Listen, become a chaplain, okay, in the military. You know what I'm saying? Just become a chaplain, so you don't got to go out into the war,
You are funny, but this is a thing that I don't think a lot of people get. Like them ASVABs is crazy. You can't be no dummy. You can't be a dummy in the armed forces. Like not for certain branches of military. You really can't.
No, I was in the Air Force. I had a special duty assignment. I was top of my class for information management. Yeah,
So when stop treating people like their life story and who they are. Like this woman is pretty damn smart. But they keep sleeping. But with everything you build, with your DJ, your producing, your real estate, interviews, how are you thinking about balancing and expanding these different parts of your life and your brand moving forward?
Man, you know what? I am still trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I'm going through a midlife crisis or something. I'm trying to what do I do now? You know how you reach a certain level, okay, I got a house, I got the car, I got, so now I'm just going to travel. I think that my next step is traveling. I might become a travel blogger, but I think I want to travel. I want to just go to different countries and travel around the United States. I'm going to start my traveling journey this summer and take my kids, because I have been so focused on being successful and money, and my whole life has been just about a paper chase. And once you've been there and you've accumulated money, you see how snaky it is when you really have a lot of money. Because I've been there at the top, I've been there at the bottom. I'm where I am now, where I'm kind of I'm not super having a whole bunch of money, and I'm not completely in the down in the dump poor. I'm kind of in that middle section, and when you have a lot of money, man, the snakes come out. So I'm like, dude, so if I do get a lot more money again, I don't know. I'm not chasing it like I was before, because it's not really all it's cracked up to be, because it's all these a lot of fake people surround you when you have a lot of, when people see you are blessed and you got all these things going on, you don't know who's really your friend. You don't know who is really on your side. And it's a lot. And people play the long game. When they see that you're a type of person that has ambition and you're blessed, and you're a type of person that's been through a lot of stuff and overcame a lot of things and keep pushing no matter what, and they know that someday this person's going to make it. They will stick around so they can screw you in the end. I hate to sound negative, but people will stick around, bro.
I don't think you sound negative. I think you sound wise. It's true. But I also feel that to whom much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Murph, hey, Seven. And I feel like when people have a lot, instead of being philanthropical and actually taking care of the community and actually trying to help other people get to that same place, especially in our community, it becomes this nana boo boo thing. And they don't really know who the hell they nana boo boo into. Some people are very blessed, but they very low key with their blessings, because the blessings that they have, you know what I'm saying, it's not for everybody else to know.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I wasn't nana boo boo, and I was actually working with people. I was working in the community. I was doing all those things. I was putting together things, trying to be there with the community. And sometimes I gotta say, fuck the community. Fuck the damn community. Because you know what? The community, what community? Ain't no community. At a certain point, it's really about it's about doing the best you can for yourself and getting yourself to the point where you're 100% intact. And then if you have anything left for the community, then you can share. But a lot of times we share from the place of, while we're still trying to make it and trying to be up there, we ain't even all the way solid in our position, and we up there trying to help the community. And that's why I'm like, yeah, then that's how you get the experience loss, And you have to understand is that when people see the people that see that are lesser than, they feel like she got it, so they could take from you easier. So you have to be really careful about securing things. and making sure, like insurance wise, because people are gonna steal from you. If you get into a higher position, you got more money, it attracts like envy, and it attracts thieves. So you have to protect yourself from that type of thing. And yeah, you know, I don't know anybody that I've ever known that actually had a lot of money and had some like level of that wanted to give back to people. I don't know anybody like that, at least personally. You know, I think that majority of people that have money are philanthropic at some point. You know, but the ones that I know, you know.
I would disagree. I know a lot of people with a lot of money, even though I'm broke. I'm broke, baby. But I know a lot of people with a lot of money and they real stingy.
Well, that's just to preserve. That's because what happens is that when you have a lot of money, people assume that you have it, and and if you gave it out to everybody, you would, guess what? You wouldn't have no money.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that to a degree, but I also disagree. Because I think a lot of people give themselves label of wealth, right? When they don't really have true assets. They have depreciating assets. They are very much like maybe property rich and cash poor.
Mm-hmm.
They're fronting for the gram because again, that's what I mean about the whole nana nana boo boo. And I'm talking about
a lot of people don't even own their houses. They're like they have a really big house. They're paying. No, they don't even own their houses and they're renting. They're in Airbnbs. They're in hotels. They're, you know, like Chrisean Rock. She was like, oh, I got a house, and I'm like, she's renting the house. They kicked her out. She had a landlord. So it's like, people don't even understand. But the thing is that how home ownership really all what it is. Because now that I have a house, you know, only thing the reason why I wanted to own a house was because I've been homeless before, and I figured out that the more ownership you have, the harder it is to make you be homeless. So everything I was doing was trying to avoid being homeless. So me being a homeowner was because I realized that if you're renting out your house, you got about 3 months window to homelessness. You know, if you're renting an apartment, it's probably about a 2 month. If you're renting one of those hotels where it's like the what's it called, all bills paid, you're about a month. If you're in a hotel, you're about maybe a week, like one of those bed and breakfast. If you're in like a hotel, it's a day. So I realized all the way those different things of like, okay, what is the furthest away from being homeless that you could be, and it's home ownership. And then when I did that, I said, well, I want to get another house because I was going to start a business of because I wanted to like open up a homeless shelter. You know, again, I thought, you know, philanthropy, trying to like pour into the community. But then by me doing that, I had people that was, you know, being you know, looking out for themselves and just kind of screwed me over. And it was a friend of mine. I thought, you know, that she was a friend.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, girl. But if you buy another house, girl, go ahead and put yourself on Airbnb. Put your second house on Airbnb. Because then people be paying a lot of money. Like how you just said. They'll be stunting for the gram like they own the house.
Right.
So they're going to take care of the house.
I was thinking about moving up out of here, going and getting an apartment and Airbnb in this one. Because I'm like, I don't need this big behind house. What am I doing? Like, you know, so I can just rent the rooms out. I think they have this thing now called pad split, where you can like split up rent the rooms out, called pad split. So I was considering doing that, you know.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like there's a whole bunch of different things you could do with some property, but especially that Airbnb, because they be charging people like $3,000 for a few days in Airbnb.
I think that depends on where you are. I'm not in no part of, unless there's like some kind of big thing coming to Dallas. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm in an area that's not like a $3,000. It's a residential area, so it's not like close to where like a lot of like activities are going on. Like if I was like in Arlington by the football stadium, I could probably charge like $3,000. But I'm like in a residential area, like 30 minutes outside of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So
listen, go look at the comps on Airbnb. Look at the comps compared to like, you know what I'm saying, what your home looks like. But again, people have ability to definitely make a lot of money a lot of different ways.
Right.
Now I know you stepped and shifted away from certain aspects of the traditional music industry. Do you regret that?
No,
Mm.
because like I think that being in the house and techno music, it allowed me to travel the world. I got to go to Africa. I got to go to Belgium, tour all over Europe. I don't think I would have had the same opportunities because it's oversaturated in the hip hop and all those things, especially with women, and people trying to get into those industries, and then all the crap you got to go. I didn't have to fuck nobody to become a DJ. I didn't have no suck nobody dick to be a DJ. I just had to buy some techniques and buy some vinyl and play some records at a nightclub, and that was it.
So wait, as a black woman that wears weave, that's not a size 2, even though most people in America, the average size is a size 14. So most people in America are obese by clinical standards. You mean tell me you've traveled, your passport got stamps on it?
Toot toot. Stamps.
And people that sit in their house every day, look, now she got the passport already.
Sitting on the table, honey. I don't even use my regular ID. I use my passport.
Okay. But people that sit in their house every day will be quick to dismiss what it is that you're saying and minimize your perspective on a conversation.
Oh yeah, I've traveled. The only place I have not been yet is Asia. That's my next. I like traveling. I had a job where it was 80% travel. I worked as a consultant for Accenture, so I used to travel like from Monday through Thursday, getting on a plane. You know, like how they be having in the movies. You know how they be like people on the plane, leave on Monday, do a presentation, and then get back on. About like whatever they're trying to do. That was actually my life.
Yes.
On the plane, it's we're business travelers. Like in the Mondays and through Thursday, we leave at 7:00 on Monday to the town you're gonna live in. Stay in at the hotel. Stay there till Thursday. Leave out Thursday evening, and then stay the weekend with your kids and stuff. Get back on a plane on Monday morning and go work in a whole other state. But now it's all remote now, so But yeah, I traveled. I've traveled for my job. I've traveled for DJing, for the entertainment business. I've traveled for a bunch of different things. Now I'm traveling for fun. I'm gonna travel now and try to enjoy my life. So because I've been working. So I spent so hard like this. Because you could get caught up in the grind. You spend your 20s and your 30s, and you're like, you trying to make this. You trying to become something. See, America gets you caught up in that rat hamster of trying to, be at this level of like, get striking it rich and getting money and this, that, the other. And then you end up like missing out. I mean, that's where I was on a paper chase. I was on a whole paper chase from 20 all the way until like about 40 something. And I realized, dang, I looked up and I'm like, damn, I had money. You be chasing money so hard, you don't even know you got money.
I mean, that's true. Now, Mrs. Murph said, have you experienced gender discrimination when trying to book gigs?
Well, yes. It was not. You know what it was? Other DJs. Because at one point I had like a record that was hot in Japan, and they were like, and people wanted to book me, and people was like trying to like trying to book me in Asia, but some of the DJs in Detroit, that was like their stomping grounds. They didn't want, who knows? They probably in Japan wilding and didn't want nobody to find out what they was doing over there. But anyways, like they didn't want people to know or let me know that my record was hot over there, so I could tour over there and get and purposely like held it from me. Yeah, like don't tell her that her record is hot right now in Japan. That type of shit.
Man, listen. This is the thing about it. I want you to live your best, absolute best life at this, at this good grown age. Travel, see everything, do everything. And if you decide you want to get back to the tables, to the ones and the twos, especially since a purist movement is coming, girl, start preparing for that. But this is your season to just enjoy your life. Enjoy it.
You know what? I actually do have a booking coming up in Chicago in July. I did get booked for a birthday celebration, and I think I'm supposed to be going to a event in Detroit to DJ as well. So it's kind of coming back.
313. Hey,
Right. So it's people are starting to come back asking and requesting the music too. So that's cool too.
For real, like house music.
That might be the thing. That might be a thing I need to get back towards. Get back into the music. You know what I'm saying? But I had lost the music for so long because I had, when all that stuff was going on with Jaguar and the Colts, with all the people in my house, all the negativity reached such a height. It took the wind out of my sails.
Wait, so the house you in now? That's the house that everybody was in.
Oh no! That's the house I moved to. That, but it was the other house. That is my other house.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved out of that house and into this house, and in the other house is where the one that they stole all my equipment and everything out of and everything.
Now it's interesting the exchange with you and Jaguar Wright. I do think Jaguar Wright has a phenomenal voice. Like her voice is undeniable. Shorty can really sing,
and she's a great performer. But I think she didn't mess the whole thing up. Now I think if she does a show, I don't think people are gonna be so wrapped up into all the gossiping and all the other. They're not even gonna be able to like pay attention to like the show of her performing. So I don't know. But I think that the more she kind of like she's kind of stayed out of that sector a little bit. I haven't seen her as much like really getting all in that whatever. Maybe she can like rebrand herself.
I think she can, because I think with the voice that she has, no matter what, she could always make it singing. But like, let's talk a little bit about that before we wrap things up. How was it to be so closely entangled with Carbonation?
While it was happening, it was actually like I felt like it was a family. I felt like Shaka and Azine and the kids, like they would go out and play, they would cook, and he was working. Him and his wife, I'm building the business aspect. I felt like we were building something, right? And putting together all these different things. Me taking my business mind and my ability to organize and create things. Really, if I would have did the same thing in Detroit, we would have took it off and then it would have been no flack. But I think that because I'm dealing with people that are in this cult type of behavior and people that want to be the chief of a cult, I think that, and I didn't realize that this person was trying to be a cult leader, that in their own mind was still trying to continue the cult. Mm-hmm. They wanted to be the second iteration of Nature Boy, Mm-hmm. And so when I found that out a little bit too late, I was thinking that this person was more of a business person and was just that, okay, well, you were the business person, you were misunderstood. So let me try to help. We can work together, and put the, I thought, okay, these person they got talent. They're able to rap. They got the cooking thing. So I was focused on that from a business perspective and also leveraging the little bit of attention that they were getting online, because I wasn't really online at all at the time. I didn't have any kind of social media presence whatsoever, except for Facebook and my friend, like my immediate family, keeping in touch with them. I wasn't even trying to be on social media, and I had taken a whole hiatus from music. So I was completely off the grid, but I was more or less trying to be in the background, trying to promote what they were trying to do and build that up and then create like a business out of it. Cause I'm, again, paper chase money. I'm trying to make some money, and so I invested in that whole situation. I came up with ideas, but sometimes you can invest into the wrong thing, so it was just an ill-placed investment, time and money, if I had to do it all over again, I would have chosen some people I probably knew a little bit better than that, because that did not turn out good whatsoever. It took a lot of energy, like to spend a whole year building up all that stuff, and then to have people egos get in the way and mess up and have that whole thing get messed up like that. It was ridiculous,
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Do you think that things would have been better if there were contracts involved?
I don't think that would have made a difference.
Do you feel like you were ever in danger of becoming a part of the cult?
No, I was a like I said, I was an initiated priest. I had already went into to if anything, they were gonna join E5. They were gonna get initiated into what I'm doing. I'm not going that way. You're gonna why would I go this way and I got E5?
Mm-hmm.
E5 is not a cult. So why would I take on Nature Boy and the cult and I'm a E5 priest, which is way more ancient, advanced, and everything than anything that Nature Boy has to. I mean, he would learn from E5 and teach it to his cult members. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He already knew E5. He already said he was Elegua. I had talked to him before.
Okay.
But I don't think he was Elegua. I don't think, he might have been. He said he was. I don't know if he got initiated into Elegua, but when I talked to him on the side, because me and him had a debate about E5, and I was asking him why doesn't he practice E5, and he was saying about the ancestors and that the ancestors live within, and that's true. He was, looking back, that was true what he said, that ancestors are within, but that don't mean that you're God, that you're like the Messiah to everybody, and everybody need to follow you and suck your toes and all this other wild stuff. But all he was doing was patterning himself after Dr. Malachi Z. York. He basically is a reincarnate, like rehashing all that bull stuff that he had going. And a failed, and I was like, don't you see how Dr. Malachi Z. York ended up? All you did, you followed it to the T.
This is true. Like, this is, what a lot of people don't know is I'm very much interested in these cults and how they begin and how they consume resources, consume people around them. You know what I'm saying? How they become this living, breathing entity. Like, and I'm starting to do more research into the Nature Boy carbonation, all this and all that era. But I kind of liken these to the FDLS, the Foundational Latter-day Saints, the Mormons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how, like, the one person died, the son took over. The son took over, he went to jail. Someone else tried to scoop in and profit off of what was happening. He wound up going to jail and having a whole bunch of, problems. I think this is something that is just synonymous in cult culture. And I'm glad that, like, you didn't get swept up into the bull crap with them. But I do know that, like, people have a tendency to try to use that as an avenue to diminish you and, like, attack you, which I also think is very crazy as well.
I was trying to help them after they had left the cult. I'm trying to help them because they're coming out of something that is traumatizing. Like, I saw the whole thing with Velvet. I watched the thing from beginning to end. See, I was coming out of an abusive relationship. So really, me watching the cult and seeing how Nature Boy was behaving helped me to understand narcissism. I mean, I got to see it with my own two eyes, like how a man like could be abusive to people and this, that, the other. And that kind of had me captivated, like, dang, this is what I'm going through, And so I felt for the woman and how he was treating them. I had actual compassion for them. So I really wanted to, like, help, and so, like, when I saw Shaka and them online, they were in Dallas and whatever. I was in the hospital. I had just lost my child. Well, no, I just had my baby. I'm sorry. I had my child. And I was watching them online and was talking to them and stuff like that. But the biggest thing was I was trying to help by either, like, business or whatever. And it was during COVID at the time. And I ended up going into business with Shaka, trying to, like, build his website, build a website for the tribe Zulu. And that didn't work out. So when we came back to do business again, like, they were leaving Mexico and he couldn't go back to Mexico. So he was trying to find another stream of income. So I'm like, oh, okay. They were already doing taxes. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I built the whole tax business. So I created an entire tax website because, I'm a software engineer. So if any business a person come to me with, I can pretty much build the infrastructure. I'm capable of doing that. You come with me because that's what as a web developer, that's what you pretty much do. An engineer. I'm a software engineer. I build systems. I build applications. So I know how to take. And then I've owned businesses. All that stuff. So I know how to start a business from start to finish. And I'm able to everything. So unfortunately, it just didn't work out.
Child, I know a lot of people that can use your services and use my services too. I do websites and everything else as well too. So yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. Like, I think for our community, we do need to have more of a presence in tech spaces.
Yeah. And see, I've been in the tech world for almost 25 years. So I was like I said, I got grants and everything through the city of Detroit. I've been in the startup world as well. The whole incubators and all that stuff like that. I had an actual startup that it was a food delivery app that I was going to create, but it kind of got taken. The idea got reinforced by YouTube and Uber and Lyft. I actually told Uber my whole rundown because at one point they were just doing rides. They weren't doing delivery. And I told them, you guys already have the infrastructure. Man, I got the email to this day, and they were like, "Oh no, we decided we're just going to go and do it ourselves." I got the email where they said, "No, we don't want to. We can't. We don't want to partner with you. We're going to do it ourselves."
So, wouldn't that be an intellectual property?
No. You can't really patent that or anything like that. So maybe it's okay. That was a lesson in me to, you don't just tell nobody your idea.
Your whole schematic, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't. It's almost like a person that they're trying to be in the break into film writing or writing movies and stuff, and they show the script. Like, what's her name? The lady who made The Matrix showed it to the
Wachowski brothers.
Yeah. So that's the type of stuff. If you don't know any better, you're like, oh yeah, check out my script. And they like, you know what? That's not no. I'm not interested. Next thing you know, they put out Terminator.
But Miss Murph has a question. She says, "Is there a way to protect yourself from that happening again?" And I also had a question because
non-disclosure agreements. Don't tell nobody your ideas. Keep it to yourself and try to develop it on your own, 100%, and then try to launch it, soft launch it. It's called a minimum viable product. A lot of times we think about putting things out. We want to put the whole entire thing out. It has to be perfect, everything. But if you just put the most basic thing out that's going to generate the money or whatever, then you can fund your own self. You don't need to put everything out. You slowly release it over time. You don't need everything done. The biggest mistake we make is trying to perfect it too soon because you might need to pivot. You might need to go a different direction. Maybe this ain't the idea maybe that ain't the move,
Maybe it's not. But I don't know. I always felt like you could patent software applications.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all somebody got to do is change one little thing, and
then it's
the patent office is the biggest place you can get things stolen from you is the patents. Because I mean, hell, there's people I think that actually look through the patent, find ideas, and then change something slightly in it, and now it's theirs, and they don't have to pay you nothing. That's who said that? The guy that made his he has the petroleum thing. He's making gas out of using plastics, and they were saying, why doesn't he patent in his idea? And that's what he said. He says, no, the patent that whole thing about patents is a scam. It's a way for people to steal your ideas because all they have to do is just change something slightly in it. Like, okay, instead of me using water, I'm using spring water. I'm using alkaline water. You know what I'm saying? And now, boom.
And now it's a whole different product just because of one element.
One small thing.
Mm. We gotta have some conversations about the tech side of things too. See, one conversation leads to another. You know,
You guys didn't see, so there's a whole like you didn't see me on the I think where I was talking about my app about pizza delivery.
mm-mm.
You didn't see it was this was back when I first had the idea, and I had gotten it developed. It did like the actual software I developed got bought by a company, but that had the infrastructure. See, the one thing that also happens is a lot of times you could build a software, but you don't have the business infrastructure to make that software to work. Because one thing, Uber is not just the software that you download on your phone. There's an entire, you know what Uber is? It's dispatching.
Yeah.
It's a whole dispatching model. It's not the delivery. It's not the pickup it's the dispatching. Like a taxi service is the core thing behind taxis is the thing that says, go here and pick this person up. Go and you know what I'm saying? And that whole process there. So yeah.
Yeah, and Uber could use some updating too, but you know, now we're getting into Scrum Alliance and Agile and a whole bunch of other things for the stakeholders. I don't think Uber is giving its best foot forward for the stakeholders, but we'll schedule some time to talk about that as well. And then we'll make the title super salacious, and we'll make the thumbnail where we're fighting each other or something crazy, so people come in the room and you can get the
Anthony Frozen.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
they know how to make them. The honey AI is diabolical with the faces, making them look evil and stuff.
Yeah. Well, then that's another thing too. Like, I don't know if you know, like I just been having a little AI war with one of my friends. We've done the triads versus the handmaidens, and it's very interesting the different perspectives that both of us took and how, you know, everything rendered out. I gotta say that playlist is pretty funny. But before we give our final thoughts, I want to talk about one last thing. So a lot of people thought that exchange that we had on that show was like level 12 cataclysmic, they hate each other moment. And I found that to be quite toxic. How people try
right, you know what I'm saying? Like
how people try to frame that
like
whole
this, and maybe some people have come into the chat room because they think they were arguing.
Do it. It's funny is when I have rest in bitch face, so when I'm not, like, you know the term is angry when you talk about
like, smile. Dude, what are you supposed to do when somebody just yells smile at you like I'm supposed to artificially smile? Like I might be thinking about some shit, calculating some shit in my mind. And here you go interrupting my goddamn thoughts. I had the answer. I had to cure the cancer in my mind, and here you come with smile.
It was right there. It was right there.
Smile. Fuck. God dang it. I knew I just Are you happy now? You guys all could have got the cure for cancer, but you know what? You wanted me to smile, damn it.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
It's all your fault. I'm sorry. I'm having a moment. I don't know.
Listen, that was funny as hell.
Like, who?
I'm right there with you. Because sometimes this is why people don't understand. I don't really read the chat. Like, I kind of have to when I'm hosting my show. But if I'm at other people's show, I don't be reading the damn chat. I'll be trying to think about what the hell I'm listening to, and I'm saying I can't do it. But I'm glad that we were able to have personal conversations, and that moment wasn't what they thought it was, number one. And they weren't able to, well, they did try to frame it.
They tried to spin it. Oh, ooh. You know, listen, if it was high school or whatever, everybody'd be like, ooh.
300 o'clock, they're gonna be outside. They're gonna have
we don't do it. Listen, meet me at the lunchroom at 3 o'clock on the playground, bitch.
bitch. Fight, let's go down.
Fight.
Oh my god.
Honey, guys be getting off on that. Like, look at those two women fighting each other. They just be shaking like this. Look at them. You already know what they're doing. Look at her. Oh, look at her. Oh, get her. Oh, get her. Oh, get her. Oh, yeah, talk that mess, girl. Oh, you already know what they're doing. Watching two women go at each other. You know they're getting off on that.
Yes, but it's crazy when, like, you know what? I ain't even gonna do it because I was gonna say something smart, but I'm gonna let it be. But
the thing is that okay. I gotta get some water. Whenever this cold is kicking my behind, my daughter gave me a cold. The best way to get rid of a cold is to give it to somebody else.
Yeah, of course, every day.
She's fine. I'm like over here struggling. So it's like women can disagree. The only thing I do find is that a lot of shows with Tommy and these type of men is that they have, like, at first everybody was saying, well, they're always saying it's the men's fault. It's always the men's fault. So now they have turned it over, and now everything is the woman's fault. And it's like we gotta constantly hear, the kids are they dressed up at prom. Look at how these women got their kids dressed up at prom. Look at how these women over here. Look at how these women raising their sons. Look at how they're gonna be single moms. The one black woman, the wearing a wig and hair helmet. The black woman. I'm gonna go to Brazil and get me another black woman because I don't want to be an American black woman, a black woman. The African black woman, black woman. I mean, come on, dude. With black women, come on, get up off our nut sacks.
Good evening, the brother of a certain age. This is the thing about it, right? With those type of men. Those type of men are immature. The gag is they really believe they're having intellectual conversations. But what they're doing is putting their trauma on display. Now, I won't vary away from how some women are raising their children. Some women in our community are raising their children horribly. They are. But I don't think that that's the prevailing majority, especially not when we look at the true statistics, not the statistics that these type of men have been telling. I don't know if you saw that. You saw the video I did the other day where the actual statistics, the true statistics from the Census Bureau about single parent households, especially single mothers, and the Black community is 17%. Listening to these type of men on social media, they'll tell you that 70% of single mothers are Black women. Hey, Lady Renee, which is not, it's not a true statistic. So when you have people that are intellectually deceptive in how they present information, either they're intellectually deceptive or they're stupid, which they can't be when they're purported to have all of these degrees, right? They're so educated. They're the smartest people in the world, but they don't know what true stats are. They're not coming from a place where they really want to help the community. It's not a community-based conversation. It's them railing against their mothers. It's them railing against the women that have gotten away. It's them, you know what I'm saying, trying to make themselves feel better for not maybe being as present as they need to be in the lives of their children. And to really have this conversation and talk about, if we're going to talk about the community and how to fix it, then there has to be accountability for all. Oh, well, we have to hold the women accountable. Then why are we never talking about?
Women have no accountability.
No accountability.
They're delusional. Well, y'all women are delusional and have no accountability. Come on now.
Right. But women are the ones that are actually raising the children. If there's a divorce, the child is not going with the man.
Well, you shouldn't have a woman or a father who did not want a child. I tried to tell the people that you shouldn't have the child and have the mother and mother. And then you put two is going together and you're going to don't he be like he will go into it. I'm like, dude, did you start speaking Portuguese or something? Because you didn't just sped up and just went crazy, bro.
Listen, this is the
father and the mother need to come together.
Right, because they think that women should sit in a household where men are passing their penis all over the free world and creating other children and bringing home diseases and disrupting the financial stability of the household in order to stroke an ego of keeping family togetherness, not realizing that what that actually does is cause psychological trauma that lasts through generations. But
Man, can we just say that these men need to heal their mother wound and stop crying? Go. I'm gonna make some boobs and with breast milk in them and just give it like sell it online in like a pouch and be like, okay, now put this up against the doorknob and just suck on it and just hold it, like a teddy bear, so you could just heal your mother wound, hun. You was not breastfed long enough, and there's a divide. Whatever's going on, you need to be breastfed. Have your go back into the mother wound and heal that. And another thing is these people are saying nothing new. They're repeating the same rhetoric over and over again. Come up with something new
every day.
Having these circular ass conversations about nothing, and you think that you're repeating the same thing over and over again. What are you saying, man? How many times can we have the same conversation about like that? Oh, the woman is not doing it. The woman is and the single mother. How many times can you have that conversation and repeat and do a new argument? And then it's bullshit when the celebrities start having to say, because the celebrities are late to everything. When they start having these conversations, that shit's played out. So come with something new.
I mean, all of these people are so educated. They're so informative and informed. I want to see them do the same type of numbers when they're talking about conversations that actually exist outside of the gender dysmorphia dynamic, because honestly what it's giving is that a lot of men are envious of women, that they wish they had a vagina instead of a penis. It's giving that a lot of these people, they cannot figure out how to accomplish a thing like having a successful healthy and sustainable relationship. So they're trying to figure it out. So they're asking other people for tips and information on how to do so. You know what I mean? Like,
I just say this? Can I just say this? Okay, I know I'm 48 years old, so I might be older than a lot of these people on these panels. Okay, but I know at least people are at least in their 30s, like late 30s or early 40s. Why are we talking like we're in our 20s and 18? Why are we discussing things at a level of a freaking person that just got out of like living with their parents at 18-year-old? Body count, like nigga, I'm 40 years old. Fuck my body count's high. I got this. I'm 40 years old. You think, I was a virgin all the way till I'm 40 years old.
Because this is the thing.
Like
you have to fully understand.
Any format of life, if you had any life and you enjoyed yourself, hell, you might have a high body count. So we are all grown ass people in our 40s. Why are we talking about this at this old ass age?
No, we are not all grown people. I'm not going to let you tell that lie in this conversation. These people are not grown. These people are still children. That's why their conversation is like they're in their 20s.
They're still in their 20s. It's like, wait, you wake up. You know what I'm saying? What was Spike Lee? Wake up.
Yes. Look, Wall Street Willie says it's not that they want a vagina, they want your jobs, degrees, and power. Child, listen, they'll never get it.
The government already took our degrees and power already, because it's called DEI. It's called 300,000 black women lost their job last year. So they already took that. So now what they mad at?
Well, this is the thing. Because black women gonna pivot. Because they can't.
We gonna make it happen. We got these babies in this house. We can't let the house come crumbling down.
Exactly. But this is the thing that so wait, let me finish about the age thing and then I'm gonna come back to the DEI. So when it comes down to the age, most of these people still live in multi-family dwellings. They still live at home with their families. Their families are subsidizing their lives, right?
You know how many men I know still live with their mama and they always use the same excuse. Oh no, I had to come back to her and take care of my mama because she was sick. They always say that lie. Come on now, she ain't that damn sick. She's still cooking dinner. She just made you a plate. Talk about you got to take care of your mama.
Listen, sorry, not sorry. I'm very much not a fan of people that are grown and that are existing off of their mamas, and you know what I'm saying? Like I think that shit's very weird because if you're an adult, you should have contingency plans for when things go wrong, and you should be able to still provide a roof over your own head. Now, if you're living your life like, communal family, and your family has decided that until you get married, you're not leaving the household, you're not leaving the family fold, that's one thing. But a lot of these people are just really super immature. Like I told people that I'm transparent with my husband, and my husband has seen my whole phone. Well, I don't believe that. Okay. You don't believe it because you have the inability to be honest. Do you understand what I'm saying? And people have an inability to be honest because they're still children. But in order to the DEI thing and people losing work, yes, a lot of Black women did lose jobs on DEI. Yes, degrees have been reclassified because a lot of you MFers, not Black women, just people in general, don't pay off your student debt. So they had to reclassify the degrees because that's part of the trillions of dollars in debt that we are in the United States of America, right? So what's the pivot? The pivot is certifications, because a lot of vocationally trained people are making the most money. And they've been telling you this for years. But people don't got time to look at vocations or certifications or improve their lot in life because they too busy spending hours and hours and lifetimes on panels trying to argue a point about submission and control in a community that has no power.
Right. That's what, man, I had a person tell me you talk too much. But then the guy he had spent years in prison, and I said to him, "Nigga, you was in the hole, in prison, and in the fucking worst in prison, and you gonna tell me I fucking talk too much, and you had to sit there and listen to a bunch of niggas for months talk and scream and yell and talk to themselves and do all that bullshit, but I talk too much." You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. You talk too much because you're a woman. Because in these people's mind, women are like children meant to be singing and not heard. I don't know. But the reality is they don't want women like you to talk. They don't want women like me to talk. And I'm going to tell you what it is. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Because at the end of the day, what's for you is for you. And when you have what's for you, honey, these people going to hate. They're going to be upset. They're going to be mad. And they're going to do everything they can. And it still ain't going to take away nothing. That's for what? You catch.
Right. Right. And the bottom line is that for the longest time, you try to have decorum, you try to be God, not to raise no hell on estate panel, have some respect. But they don't have respect. They want to be able to disrespect you because it's their panel and all that stuff like that. Like even how at time like Tommy, that he could be very disrespectful, but then he wants you, oh, it's my panel. It's like, well, that does not mean that you have to be disrespectful and talk crazy to people.
This is the thing.
Screaming, raging, and ranting. Like, dude, really?
This is the thing that I don't respect. Even if it is your panel, don't sit there and say you're not being disrespectful. And that goes for anybody. If you being disrespectful, you being disrespectful.
Exactly.
Like, damn, if you're going to be disrespectful, on your shit. And then when people disrespect you back in the way that really hurts your soul, don't cry. Like, oh my God.
I'm going to take my toy away. I'm going to kick you off.
I can't believe that you did this back to me when I was disrespecting you.
Well, that's like, you see that meme?
Yes.
Yeah.
When people be out here lying and acting a fucking fool, I be like this, look.
What?
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Child, listen, stop playing with me. Like, fuck it. Like, and I think that for women that have been in the armed forces, I think for women that are just real, like, we are cut from a different cloth. We're not finna play with you. Like, don't expect me to be soft. Don't expect me to be baby powder.
Masculine.
And like, and I'll be all of it, and they still trying to holler. Like,
First of all, who said that femininity was soft? I see some of the most fiercest animals are the female version of the animal. What are you talking about? You too masculine. No, feminine energy. You have the wrong idea about what femininity is. Femininity is not just somebody who's gonna lay down, and let you walk over them like a doormat and like a rug, and they're being submissive and.
No, they know that that's not what that is. That's why they try to push the narrative so hard. Because what they want to do is psychologically condition women to believe that unless they are being walked over, trampled, they're keeping, you know what I'm saying? They're letting these men do whatever they want to do, then they're going to be considered masculine and they're not going to be chosen. And I am here to tell you, the lie detector determined that's a lie. Look, what we tell these liars?
Men don't like nice women.
They don't. They like to be abused.
Because let me tell you something, men. If you be just so nice and whatever, that man is going to cheat. He's going to run over top of you like you are a dog piece of crap. But if you tell me I ain't putting up with this, and I ain't putting up, you ain't putting up with that girl, is that what you ain't gonna do? And they will get turned on by the I ain't gonna do that. Well, you little feisty, you feisty, oh, you fancy, huh? Oh yeah, and then they fantasize about how they're gonna make you submit in bed. That's what the real truth is. Like,
Child,
stop being.
say it again. Say it again.
Right. Make me submit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Child, these people be trying to. What is that Shakespearean play? The Taming of the Shrew.
I'm gonna show you this video. Hold on, I'm gonna show you a video.
You are frozen again. Wait, is it me or is it you?
I'm what?
You frozen?
I'm frozen.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was gonna show you this video, man. It's hilarious. Hold on.
Okay.
But yeah, like these men pretend like they want you to be the soft behind, the soft behind woman, but no, they don't like that soft ass shit. They the moment you do that, they get the avoidance. There's this thing called avoiding disorder. They get the avoiding you, not answering your phone call. Why? Because you being too goddamn, they take you for granted at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, well, I can get, she gonna be there. She gonna be there.
On. That's why they have whole dominatrix. Shout out to all the dominatrix. Talk to you.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna share it with you. Man, this I don't know who this lady is. I'm gonna put it in the back. But she be speaking the truth. I don't know who she is. You probably have seen her on Instagram, but she be going in on these men, bro. Oh, here she goes, sis. I'm sorry, not to call you bro. I don't know. I picked that up with my kids calling people bro. I don't know what that is.
Child girl, go ahead. I got little kids too. My little kids be doing the whole
calling the bruh and all that stuff. So I didn't start saying bro.
Right. We say that all the time. Right.
Like, right. Check out those two videos. She be going in on these men. Watch.
Oh my God, I'm always muting Facebook. Wait, did I mute Facebook this time? Oh no, I think I just did. It turned the volume. No, I did. Why is it not playing no sound? Facebook be playing in my face, y'all, because I have to turn Facebook sound off because when I be at the job that I don't have, making money that I don't got, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got no job. Right.
I ain't got no job. I'm poor. I'm broke.
Right.
No,
attitude right on up out of you. Now they just walk around the house in their slippers, ignoring you all day. Matching, seeing who can be the baddest bitch. Now they just walk around in your bonnet with their hand on their hip, ignoring you all day like a bitch. What happened to the men that used to just fuck the hell out of you, fuck the attitude right on up out of you? Now they just walk around the house in their slippers.
Down fakes.
You know what I'm saying? What happened to the man that, okay, you got an attitude, you masculine. You being too masculine.
That's because they live in their feminine energy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they very much soft. Like, even
when I see a man wearing a bonnet, I'm like, come on now. It was already a problem with the women doing it. Now the men are got the bonnets on now because everybody getting their hair braided. Now everybody want to be cute and bonnet it up.
Listen, when I see a man that don't go outside at all, When I see men that don't have no calluses on their hand,
Oh, soft hands. Oh my god. No calluses, nothing, just hand and feet soft as heck. Yeah, that disgusts you. Disgust me.
right? When I see, I don't even want to get on into it, but some men are just automatically a turn off.
Yeah.
And you try to bring the man about them, but they really just enshrouded in bitch madeness.
Like a bitch walking around with their slippers and flip flops on, walking around the house with slippers on, slapping around the house like a bitch.
And they don't even really. How do I put this? You can just tell in a man's attitude in his conversation if he really knows how to put it down. And you can tell that a lot of these people don't know how to put it down because the things they complain about is synonymous with lame ass nigga. Like
any person on a panel talking about women are too masculine is a bitch.
He want to get bent over. That's what it is. He want to get
women are too masculine, really, and they're more masculine than you are as a man. A woman is more masculine. That you're complaining about it online to that point.
That you arguing like a woman with women,
with other women, like a bitch. Because a real man ain't gonna argue with no woman.
Well, she won't shut up and listen to me. Any man that thinks that every woman is supposed to submit to every man is a bitch. Because at the end of the day, if you can reconcile your woman submitting to every single man, then you a cuck, right?
Right. If should a listen, in the wild, the animals got to they got to damn near jump and whoop that, beat it, grab. It's a brutal thing. The woman ain't just submitting to everything. She be getting screwed. She wouldn't know who the father is. That woman out in the lions are out there. You can't just jump on her back and procreate with her. So, honey, she fighting them off. So why should we be submissive and whatever? Like we ain't animals ourselves. We just no. You want a woman that's mean. You want a woman that's on some mean shit. Because that means she's not bending down and bending over for anything. And willing to take anything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No Wall Street Willie, because we about to end. I got some work to do. Y'all know I make the president's list because this is my third consecutive semester with a 3.9 and higher.
Wall Street Willie want to make.
He do. But
how dare you women? Y'all women act like men. I gotta say something. It's too much feminine energy.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you. But I do gotta go get some homework done.
My dog is over here jumping in on it. She
got
something to say, Pinky. What you got? Pinky want to say something. What you got to say, Pinky?
Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Yes. Child, listen.
Anyway.
Girl, I can't.
Even Pinky, she trying to get in on it, But listen, what's that? Wait, play that last one. I sent you that other one. I don't know. She went in.
Okay. Oh my God.
Before we go.
Y'all want to stop distracting me? Now I'm just playing. Hold on a second. I got you.
Now I don't know about this makeup she putting on. It look kind of wild, but to what she say, let's do the words.
Okay.
Oh God.
Why do we always do that? I hate Facebook.
Nigga, go out with him with his friends. Fuck all that. I don't want you around the homies. That ain't no place for no woman. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm going. He don't want you to see how the other men treat him outside. He don't want you to see him getting popped in the back of his motherfucking head and them taking his weed, telling them to shut his bitch ass up. That's what he don't want you to see. Because here at home, he got you under the illusion that he's something, that he tough. You know what I'm saying? Hollering at you, screaming at you, being macho. But in the streets, he's nothing. So that's why he don't want you to go with him and the homies. It ain't because you so cute and there's no place for him lately. Nigga, you weird and half your friends is weird too. It ain't no damn dangerous place for me to be. I'm the hardest nigga in the room, bitch. So shut that punk ass shit. I want to see what's going on. He's a bitch out there, so that's why he don't want you to see nothing. Yeah, take a ride. Take a ride. You know you ain't got no real gangster. Now, you got a real one of them real niggas. You already know that they never get in the car with his ass. But this nigga's a bitch. You can go.
Like, true story though. Like, this is the thing about it. Oh my God, I'm so glad she said that because we've had those conversations before.
Man, half these niggas on these panels is bitches out in the street. They getting their head knocked off by men in the street. They can't walk out the street. You think, come on, some of these dudes on these panels, you think
They get pop and then lay the fuck out, and they don't even got no catch back. I don't really understand that shit.
Right. Like, they can yell at us women on the panel, and they right here where they seem significant. But let they go out in the hood, they are gonna get straight up pumped. That's what I'm trying to bring it up. Like, okay, replace going out with your boys to being on the panel. You know what I'm saying?
But they be licking each other's balls. They be licking each other's balls. They be guac 3000 on each other. But this is the thing. So this is why men.
Wait, that conversation. Wait, are we saying literally or are we saying?
Yeah, literally, they be sucking each other off on these panels because that's the only way they could get their conversations off. They would probably suck each other off in real life too. Right. I said what I say. I don't back down off shit because I'm actually a real gangster and real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I thought you were saying they be like for real.
They do. They do.
Background information. You know the tea. Is that the tea?
That's the tea. The tea is these men be wanting to get flued out more than these bitches do.
Right. Like, yeah, I agree, man. I agree with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these women, these females.
And they get mad at me because I talk to them like they ain't shit because I know you ain't shit. Because if you really was, you would come where I'm at and make it shake. But that would be a dangerous thing. But, right. You know, they're not really about that life. And all of these confirmed bachelors, y'all niggas look real LGBTQIA associated. Y'all ain't with, y'all not confirmed bachelors because you want to be bachelors. You confirm bachelors because any woman with a piece of sense is listening to you talk and is not going to attach herself to you for the rest of her life.
I'm saying, like, how could you have these opinions and still be dating? Ain't no woman gonna get into an argument about, like, well, what is up with what you're saying on this line? Like, what are you saying, bro? And how does that not translate into your real life and how you treat, how, like, even like sometimes where with Ali, he'll sit there and keep talking about, well, you see these women, the title be this, and he just see these women. But I'm like, don't you got a long-term partner that you're with? Or if you're not married, like, so this person, she's the exception to the rule, or are you complaining about her in reality? Like, is this like some subliminal? Because I don't know if it was me and my man was up online talking, I would be thinking that, like, are you trying to say that's what, you know what I'm saying? That arguments would ensue.
Child, listen. It's easy to control strangers on the internet when you can't control your natural element while trying to tell other people how they should control what.
Oh, really? They're trying to take it out on us. Really, they have no control in the household, so they get online. God damn these women.
Right. That whole part.
You know what I'm saying? These damn women, you females. I have no control over my life. My dick is small. These damn women.
And a lot of them really think they got big ones too. They really think.
Oh, they really think it until you meet a chick like me with a big old booty, and you can't get past that sucker. Oh, she's fat.
You're fat. Oh, you're
fat. You had. I'm not fat. And the guy put on the thing. Oh, you're not fat, but she is. I'm like, and you listen. And if you had the chance, you'd still want to fuck. So shut up.
Ooh, that whole part. Don't say them. They don't want.
Man, let me tell you something. Half these dudes have fetishes and they don't even want to admit it. Come on now, they all fetishize as a big woman.
Oh,
come
God.
on.
Oh,
God. You
God.
sneak around in the dark in a you know, and don't let your friends know that I'm your favorite thing, your little favorite treat that you like to sneak around with. Child, get out of here. I know how
Child,
these men are.
listen. My thing is this: there be a lot of people try to holler. There be a lot of people try to holler, but you know, God bless them and keep them. Because the truth is, they can't win. Now,
Baby, listen, you know, I'm not a promiscuous woman, but if I wanted to be, I could be out here. Trust me. I don't have no problem. And people always think, oh, you fat, you child, please.
Listen, here's the thing. People always think that conversations equate to sexuality. Somebody could finesse the fuck out you, tease you, play with you. But do they really want you? Anyway, girl.
They do. Listen, they could. Let me tell you something. All these women that's fat shaming people like Lizzo and this, that, the other. The reason why Lizzo had so much confidence in her side is because she was being hot. Not because she wasn't being told she was beautiful by these men. Listen, you people don't even know.
Listen, let me tell you something. As a big girl,
Mm-hmm.
the bodybuilders,
Yep,
strong niggas, the tall niggas, skinny niggas,
right. They mainly be the skinny one, right? The skinny
the ones
tall
that's carrying weight. If you understand what I mean. That's y'all. That is y'all's colony to plus size sisters. Niggas that's telling you too big is because they know they're not heavy with it. Okay.
The girth might be a little bit. They might be. They can't.
It might be like Chris Brown.
Ooh, that's sad. Oh, Chris Brown. Oh man, you ruined my whole fantasy about Chris Brown.
What? But it's true. He showed it. It was shown all over the internet. It was sad. It was sad.
It was really small. It was bad. Oh Lord, no, Chris Brown.
It was Chris Brown was like this.
Oh, was it? Oh Lord, just pencil thin, huh? Just
long and skinny,
just
like
just be poking you to death. Just a poking. Do the hokey pokey, and you do it to Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, a lot of these dudes is
that's why he gotta do all the moves and shit like that, because he got a little hokey pokey. He got a
right.
Hey, you got it, girl. You got it, girl.
Hey, there's a certain way, you know.
You gotta do all that stuff to make anything happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna play no game.
I can't. And I want y'all to see the rest of the quote on the shirt too, because a lot of people get it twisted. I'm not fat. God gave me airbags because I'm precious. Don't get it fucked up.
Right. Hey,
try not to be girls in the world. Okay.
These things help out with food when it drops down so it don't fall on the floor. You know, it's like a bib. It's a lot of things going. You know, they help out. So
right. And shout out to all the scrippers, all the male scrippers. Salute. Anyway, say your final word.
all the ex-convicts that have. Shout out to all the ex-convicts in prison getting out, and you know what I'm saying.
Because y'all have shit to say to that white woman that's extra big. Girl, I'm about to put you in the back because I'm about to.
listen. Don't tell like that ex-convict. I don't know what happened with the ex-convict. They get out of jail and they start all of a sudden they hear and they can't listen to women, but they've been listening to a bunch of niggas for all them years. So that's the only thing. Ex-convicts, shouts out to y'all, but you know, get your shit together first. You know what I'm saying? Hey, love after lockup.
Facts. We're about to get up out of here. So since we were talking about AI music today, I'm gonna end the show with the last installment of The Handmaiden season 2. Will be dropping in about 2 weeks. The pre-season trailer, at least. Anyway, thank you for coming, Genesis. I'm glad we got acquainted with each other. This is going to be very fun. We're going to do this more often.
Right. Okay, for sure.
Okay.
I know they don't want to jump up here like y'all women, y'all females.
Yes, and that's another thing too. I'm gonna need y'all niggas to stop trying to trigger me, because when I say I don't really give a fuck about the opinions of people that hate Black women, I don't. Whenever we drop the link, if you want to have an intelligent conversation, an intellectual conversation, everybody except for a select few are more than welcome. But that dumb shit y'all do on y'all panel, keep that shit the fuck over there. That's not what we doing over here.
All y'all Black women like to do is just twerk and wear hair helmets and female, all y'all females.
Exactly. And go get you a Black
and
woman.
God bless Krishan Rock. God bless her.
Right, and go get y'all a Black woman that wear a helmet.
Lord open.
We already did. Amen. Go get you a damn woman that's gonna twerk. Shit, if your woman knew how to twerk, then she would know how to give it to you. But because y'all lazy, right? Y'all men be flat backing it. Y'all don't know how to stand up in something and march like a soldier.
Right. Oh, stand up in it. You understand what I'm saying? Hallelujah.
Let me be quiet. I'm taking you down because you keep me up here.
Yeah, listen, my page is at DJ Genesis Detroit. Much love.
Yes. I didn't even show your name. I'm sorry. And I gotta tag you in the video. It's been a busy day. Let me put your name up here so people could find you. Yes.
I gotta excuse. I've been coughing this whole time. My daughter got me sick. But you know what? Just please check out the page at DJ Genesis Detroit. I know it's all over the place because I'm like I got ADHD, so I'll be looking at all the subjects, and I got every subject on my page. Like I'm like, oh, Trump did this. What the hantavirus? So my page be having everything on it.
Girl, I got ADHD too.
My page be having like the hantavirus, e-father religion, somebody, I mean, Krishan Rock. Like my YouTube don't know what to do with me. It's like, dude, what? I don't even know who to send to your page, man. Keep on the subject. I don't know. Like, man, I gotta wash some clothes and dry my lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Not wash some clothes and dry my lunch. You need your ass cooked. Get Genesis. Get out. We got. We will do this again soon, and thank you so much for coming, y'all. It's been a dope ass time. Enjoy this video as we get the hell on out of here. Peace.
Now comes the king and queen of the light.
My queen, this kingdom is ours forever.
With you, my king, it is paradise.
Yeah. Girl, you shine like the sun, got the whole world losing control. Sweet with that fire spice, got these kings selling they soul. They hate what they can't change, try to burn our kingdom down. But I'm your strong cover, baby. I never hold you down.
Feel the kingdom come.
Go fight for the handmaiden's life.
I give you full freedom, baby.
No need for me to control the fight.
Sweet yet spicy, raw G.
Queen of the realm, so free.
They mad at the love we share, but they can't break what's meant to be. Revered by the faithful, hated by those who crave a throne. Elusive, but I'm dangerous when I'm fighting for my own. He watches from the palace, never clips my wings to fly. My king of light just smiles and lets me touch the sky.
No chains, no cage, no fear of what the world may say.
The light guides us to
my
victory.
power
Together we shall prevail.
For our people
lets me
and the
lead the
light.
way.
I'm out here fighting for the light.